Greetings, people of the internet! I am Lucha Man! Welcome to Lucha Man Reviews. And for those who don't know, for the last couple of episodes, I've had a cat in my lap. This is the Internet Gato 1 of 3. Okay, there you go. Back in the lap, See? Yes, it's all good. She's been keeping me company during these last couple of reviews. Alright, and welcome to Lucha Man Reviews. Gotta watch out for that. On today's episode, in the last episode we talked about The Poll, which I gave an 8.5 out of 10. And now we are going to go to the polar opposite. This last review is, we focus on a TV series called Devil May Care. Now, just to give a forewarning, it does feature the devil and the topic of hell, so that'll be covered in this video. Again, not pushing my religious beliefs or point of view or idealisms or whatever on anyone, just talking about what the subject matter of the show is. So, if anything about this show or the other ones that I talk about or in the past, present, or future do bother you, it's up. Viewer discretion is advised. It is your choice to watch. Alright, now with that, here we go. So, what is Devil May Care? Devil May Care, it starts with a gentleman by the name of Beans, who wakes up and finds himself, well, in hell. And he now works for the devil because the devil needs help because there is no social media in hell. Wait a minute. You didn't invent social media? I know! Humans! Free will! Go figure! Oh, and here's an interesting thing. For those of you who are fans of the movie Wreck-It Ralph, the devil is voiced by all hail the rightful ruler of Sugar Rush, King Candy. That's right, the devil is voiced by King Candy, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Basically, well, trying to navigate through the world of hell, which is not all that was, expected for Beans. Beans is helping with social media and having to learn about interacting with other demons, other people, and for some reason he also, along with interacting with the devil, he interacts with the devil's advocate, the 25th president of the United States of America, William McKinley. Don't know why. But hey, I mean, come on, you don't really think about William McKinley that much. And honestly, I looked him up. He is the president whose face is on the now currently defunct $500 bill. Look it up. Yeah, it's an interesting show. It's only a handful of episodes, and they're roughly within the 10-minute ballpark, maybe even a little less. Yeah, so it's an interesting series, and it's entertaining, and there's some stuff that's like, okay, it covers, there's foul language, suggestive themes, drug, alcohol, tobacco references. Well, I mean, come on. It's hell. What do you expect? And there's only a few episodes, and the final episode ends on a cliffhanger. I kind of thought they were going to be doing like a 2-part thing, but now we just have to wait to see if we get another season of Devil May Care. Hopefully we do, and hopefully we get more episodes. I give Devil May Care a 8.5 out of 10. Here on YouTube, aside from sci-fi, I've noticed there has been an popping up of hell-based entertainment, and all 3 of the next ones I'm going to tell you about can be found here on YouTube. Let's start first with YouTube user Erica Wester. She created a animatic pilot episode called Welcome to Hell. A kid by the name of, who everyone calls Sock, is now working for the devil and is hanging out with this moody, gloomy teenager trying to get him to, how do I phrase this? To get him to punch his own ticket, as the show says, to get him down to hell. It's interesting. The animatic was pretty interesting. The pilot was pretty interesting. It's good. It has some work that still needs to be done. Like at the last part is like some still stuff. Not all the details are in there. It's not like fully animated or painted or rendered. So, but hey, if this was a one-person thing or a very small group kudos to them for the time and effort they put into it. In fact, it even got an HD remake. Yeah, so Welcome to Hell. And then recently I saw they had a trailer for Welcome to Hell 2. This is supposedly the follow-up episode to the previous one. So I'm not sure if we're getting an entire series or just like maybe 2 or 3 episodes total. And the trailer was also a very rough animatic in some areas, so I get that. I mean, people are doing stuff. You can't have... Yeah, so I understand that they're still working on this, so I'm going to give it a little wiggle room. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Hopefully it'll get finished, and if both get finished and fully animated, I will maybe bump it up to 8 or 8.5. It needs work, but I understand how, the real world is busy. Like I said, I haven't done too many shows, and that's why I'm doing this right now. So I fought the world fought back. There was a draw. All right. So next we move over to YouTube user VivzyPop. If that name sounds familiar, and it should, see you, kitty. It's because she has worked on not 1, but 2, count them, 2 Hell-based shows. We have one completed pilot called Hotel Hazbin. The daughter of the devil is trying to create a hotel to reform sinners so they can get out of hell, and, of the 3 options, you have Earth, you have Hell, and then you have the third option. So yeah, we got a series of sneak peeks of the pilot over the last year or so, last year. Then we got the full episode, which is pretty cool, and now we're waiting for them to work. We're waiting to get that full-fledged series. I thought this was great. I thought it was funny. Great visuals. Great music. Great vocal work. I give Hotel Hazbin a 10 out of 10. And here's the interesting thing. This show, I think it was this show, and maybe for the other one I'm about to talk to, they've managed to recruit people who worked on another show. It was called Villainous. I only discovered Villainous after seeing the pilot episode for Hotel Hazbin, because it featured that someone had a rap battle between Alistair and Lord Blackhat. Villainous is pretty awesome, but unfortunately there was a discrepancy because when they listed the ending credits for one of the episodes, some names were omitted, so I think those people jumped away from that project. They're now working with VivzyPop. It's interesting because, this was for the Villainous was actually made for Cartoon Network. So yeah, we have Cartoon Network grade people working on this YouTube project. That's pretty sweet. So the other show that VivzyPop is working on is called Hell of a Boss. The show is about a business company called IMP, the Immediate Murder Professionals. And if you couldn't tell by now, this show and its predecessor are rated M for mature. Definitely not for the kids. Language, violence, blood, suggestive themes, use of alcohol, tobacco, firearms, drugs, other references. Yeah, it's all covered in Hazbin Hotel and in Hell of a Boss. And finally, the interesting thing about Hell of a Boss is the main boss, his name is Blitz. The O is silent. Is voiced by the same guy who's done Roger from American Dad. And one of the imps that he's employed is... It's basically if Daggett from Angry Beavers and Zim from Invader Zim were merged together and could, do things really violent and swear. Yeah, so great voice cast they got going on there for that. The animation's great, visuals are good, sound is good, music is good. It is all good. I really enjoy it. So while Hotel Hazbin, the pilot was good for Hotel Hazbin. I give that a 10 out of 10. But unless we actually get more episodes, it might get a lower score. But it is being worked on by another studio, so hopefully that'll help pick up the pace. And as for Hell of a Boss, we have 1 pilot and 5 episodes currently. But the release dates are kind of taking their time. Each episode is roughly within the 15-minute range, give or take. And I give that, so for Hell of a Boss, I'm glad to see that we're still seeing the content from that universe in there. I give that, I'll give it a 10 out of 10 also, so a lot of great shows going on here. Alright, so yeah, that's all the time we have for this episode that is very hell-centric. Sorry about that. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this and the previous episodes, so quick recap. The Barbarian and the Troll, 10 out of 10. Bird Girl, 7 out of 8, or roughly 8 out of 10. The Pole, 8.5 out of 10. And finally, Devil May Care, 8.5 out of 10. Welcome to Hell, 7.5 out of 10. And the Hazbin Hotel / Hell of a Boss, 10 out of 10. Hope you enjoyed all these episodes, and hopefully we'll be able to get some more new content up and ready for everyone to enjoy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, this has been Lucha Man for Lucha Man Reviews, saying thank you for watching, and as always, have a good day.